Time to look at Riverland Footy on the Flow Friday Sports Show, and the Waikerie B-grade captain, Ben Venning, is joining me on the line to do so. Hi, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you going?
Going very well, thank you. Let's start off. Before we get to the A-grade, we better start with your game in the B-grade, a lazy bag of 6 among the best players and a big win for you in the Waikerie B-grade.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too excited, mate. We actually started really terrible on the weekend. I think we were 4-goal zip down. So I thought, geez, here we go. We're going to have a shocking day. But no, luckily we turned around those other 3 quarters and, won quite comfortably in the end. Only let them kick 1 goal after quarter time. So good game of footy. But, we certainly should be starting like that in the future, that's for sure.
Well, a win's a win nevertheless, so great stuff for the B grade. Not so good for the Waikerie A grade. They went down 6-9-45 to Renmark, 13-8-86. And a similar story with a slow start, but the A grade not quite able to rally their way back into the game.
Yeah, it was. I must admit I didn't see the first quarter. I was in icing up and having a beer or two, and by the time I got out, I think it was maybe, 10 minutes into the second quarter, and halfway through the second, and they were 7 goals to our zip. And I thought, oh, wow, here we go. Obviously, they got off to a great start, Renmark, and to our boys' credit, I guess we could have given up, but they tried their best and only ended up going down by 7 in the end, I guess. So you take that, very slow start out of it, and I guess the boys were competitive. But as you know, you've got to be switched on right from the start, and our boys weren't, and that was a difference in the end. Renmark getting away with a 7-goal win. For them, Dan Wolford was named best. He was fantastic. Gillard, obviously, missed the last couple of years and been down at Westies, and you can see the skill and the talent that he has, and he was certainly one of their better players and was named second and kicked 5. So probably the difference in the end. Timmy Wolford as well, very good for them. Garcher in the ruck, Jared Rowe and Joshy Vader. So all their better players had a great day out. Like I said, Gillard kicked 5. Big Haynes swapping in the ruck with Garcher kicked 3. Jackson, Timmy Wolford 2, and Josh Rowe single. For us, Cade Hilton probably had his best game. He was named our best, kicked a couple of goals. Cade's only an 18-year-old, so that's a fair effort from him. He spent a little bit of time down at Westies, but has decided to play a full year here this year, which is great for us. Angus Liebig also has been down at Westies the last few years. Didn't quite make the under-18s cut this week, so he came back and played for us and got second best. Ruben Rashido had his best game for us this year, getting third. Jack Burgermeister, Brad Burgermeister, playing their key roles in the ruck, and centre-half forward, centre-half back played well. Jack Colbert back in after doing the pre-run for Fink. He'll miss in a couple of weeks. He's doing the Fink Blight race, but he came back in and had a good game as well. So goal scorers for us, Hilton and Jake Spenceley 2, Brad Berge and Ruben Rashido 1. So not a great start, and cost us in the end, and Rovers too good.
The Magpies drop to 0-2 on the season. Not an ideal start. Renmark go to 2-0, and it was the same situation in the Loxton North Berry game. Loxton North winning that one 17-12, 114 to Berry 11-6, 72. They stay undefeated, and Berry stuck searching for their first win as well.
Yeah, well, look, they nearly got it, though. If you actually look at it up until three-quarter time, they were in front, 10 goals, 6 to 8-8 at three-quarter time. And then the Panthers just turned it on and kicked 9 that last quarter to Berry's 1, and that was the difference. And they had a quite comfortable win in the end. But, Berry right in it to three-quarter time, so a good effort. Best for Loxton North, Zach Woolridge was good for them. He was great against us the week before as well. Joel Worsfold, Kudra, Scotty Lewis, and Vumard, the other better players. For Berry, Minchella did his best. Brewer, Maroney, Robertson, Hawkins and Woolston. Goals for Loxton North, Zach Woolridge 7, had a day out, must have turned it on in that last quarter. Fielke, Proud 3, Coney 2, Lewis and Sherpig, the other goal scorers. For Berry, Kruger, Robertson, they kicked 4 each, Hawkins 2 and Penaluna 1. So, yeah, look, could be a long year for the Demons, but, I guess the promising thing for them is, to be up with them. Loxton North at three-quarter time's a great effort, but obviously Loxton North's too strong in that last quarter, kicking 9 goal to 1 and won comfortably in the end.
Last game of the round, it was Loxton going down to Barmera Monash. Barmera Monash 15-11, 101 to Loxton 7-4, 46, and it was only a goal apiece at quarter time, but obviously Barmera Monash got on their bike after that.
Yeah, this is a huge win for Barmera. I guess the scary thing for the rest of the league is obviously they're the reigning premiers and they played a very defensive game last year. They struggled to kick goals, and You add in Mason Middleton now, Jono Beach. Jono Beach played for the Crows, played at West Adelaide League, was a great player for them. Mason Middleton, the same, played league at West Adelaide, both playing up forward. Beach kicks 5, Middleton kicks a couple, and between them, there's 15 goals scored in the game. They haven't kicked 15, in a game for many years. So it just shows when they've got their two guns out there playing, which they weren't in the first round against Renmark, it changes their side and straightens them up, and a huge win for them. So Dylan, Beach, Thomas, Douglas, Whitbourne and Spilios, their best players. Loxton, Lockie Evans did his best. Jesse Will, Kennedy, Rollins, Brody Bowden and Shay Lange, they have a better players. Goal kickers, Beach, 5, Middleton, Spilios, 2, Austin, Douglas, Drogamala, Marks, and Woodkey, 1 for Loxton, Luke Harder, 2, Campbell, Evans, boys, Kennedy and Will, 1 each. So, yeah, it's a little bit scary for the rest of the competition. I'd say Loxton have got a good side, and for them to get, comprehensively beaten by Barma Monash, I think that's sending a message to the rest of the comp. When they've got Beach and Middleton playing up forward, they've got some real good goal-kicking power and going to be hard to stop.
Well, Loxton get a chance to bounce back this weekend, round 3 action. They're heading to Waikerie, and it's a good chance for the Magpies to get their first win as well, shaping up as a pretty good game and an important game for both clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, being 0-2, that's probably territory we haven't been in for a long time at Waikerie. So the boys really need to come to the game on Saturday and give it their best. We do have the 93, 94 reunion on Saturday, so there should be a decent crowd there. We'll need them there to get behind the boys, because obviously I still think Loxton are a good side, even though they got touched up last week. We really need to win this one. So it's going to be very important. Obviously, we're looking to the guys in the ruck again, like Bergie, Jack Colbert. Need Timmy Bevan getting plenty of the ball through the midfield. We need Brawny up forward, taking some grabs and kicking some goals. Tristan Geeman controlling across half-back. Byron Sumner didn't play last week, so he's back in this week, so he's a huge in for us. We missed him last week. And, we're up against some pretty good boys on the other side. Braden the Prince, their recruit, their ruckman, he's going to be up against young Brad Bergie, so it'll be a good test for Bergie. They've got some good players from the midfield there, Jesse Will, Michael Kirk, Bailey Bowden in from Karoonda. So, Drew Kasolki, got some good players. So we're going to have to be up and about. Hopefully the boys can get up on the day, because obviously it's a big day for the club, celebrating the 93, 94 reunion, back-to-back flags. And so I think there'll be a good crowd, and hopefully they get behind the boys and they can get the chocolates on the day.
All right, and just quickly, 2 more games in round 3. Barma and Monash looking to keep the good form rolling. They're hosting Berry.
Yeah, look, this will be a little bit of a one-sided affair, I would imagine. Great effort by Berry last week, taking up the Panthers for 3 quarters. But obviously the fitness shine out for the Loxton North in that 4th quarter. And Barma, I think they'll be all over them, in all honesty, this weekend on a bigger oval as well. It'll suit Barma. Jono Beach, Mason Middleton to kick a bag, and they should have an easy win. And
a top-of-the-table clash, the early contenders facing off, Loxton North hosting Renmark.
Yeah, look, should be a good game. This will tell us where Loxton North are at, I believe. We've seen how Waikerie have gone against Renmark now. Obviously, Renmark beat Barma Monash. Barma Monash has beaten Loxton easy, so this will get us a good gauge. They've beaten Waikerie and Berry, who haven't won a game yet this year, so it'll be interesting to see how they go against Renmark. After watching Renmark last week, if Gillar's up and about, the Wolford boys, Gartree controlling the ruck, they're going to be hard to beat. Renmark going to have to shut down. Waldridge obviously kicking 7 last week. Ryan Proud as well. They need to shut him down, stop him getting on the scoreboard. Should be a cracking game, but I think Renmark will be too good and should win this one at home.
All right, big round 3 ahead, and the Premiership reunion at Waikerie as they host Loxton will no doubt be one of the big highlights. Ben, enjoy the reunion, enjoy all the action this weekend, and we will catch up again next week.
Thank you. Talk next week.